and bringing that news for our viewers. But with this, we are also joined by our two experts, Sudhir Sekhri, who is chairman of AEPC, and also welcoming Kriti Bhansali, who is chairman of GJEPC. Welcome, gentlemen. We want to now analyze the impact on the sectors. You heard our reporters with this detailed analysis. Even government has now come into action. Kriti, I want to come to you first. How much of the preparation has actually been made till now? Because this impact was already been anticipated earlier, although the quantum could be different, but this kind of threat was there for months.
Hello, can I respond?
Yes, yes, please, Kriti.
Yeah, let me correct you. My name is Kirit, not Kirti. Kirit, Kirit.
My apologies, Krit Bhansali ji. My apologies for that. And Krit, please address the issues which we are talking about currently. And my question is simple. Because we were aware about this problem, this has not come in a day or two. Quantum could be different, but the preparations was done way ahead. And what is your response to that, and how government should now respond?
See, first, let me tell you that 25% tariff was also unbearable for my sector. Indian gem and jewelry sector's total margin is 4 to 6%. And 25% was also unbearable. With this additional 25%, the total industry is in very shock. It is means total sector is in trauma. There is no immediate solution. Only the hope is that on 25th of this month, a round of last negotiation will happen in Delhi. If something come out, then this sector can survive. Otherwise, totally trauma.
All right. I also want to come to you, Sudhir. What is your analysis of apparel sector? Because we heard that some kind of preparations were already made.
You just said to Mr. Kirit was not entirely true. We were aware that the tariffs are going to come, but nobody thought the tariffs would be so high. So we had prepared for a tariff something between 10 to 25%, but we were not prepared for a 50% tariff. This came out of the blue because Mr. Trump decided to, penalize us for the oil that we are buying from Russia. So this was not on the table, if you see, a month ago. Now, coming back to the situation that we are in, yes, obviously, with the additional 25% tariff, we are in our industry, which is a very heavily labor-oriented industry, is in a very precarious position. The garments that we make is more like a perishable commodity, and they do not have a very long shelf life. So what has happened is that because of this additional tariff of 25%, which was, like I said, something out of the blue for us, we are not really prepared for it. And the orders that we had received from buyers over the last 2 months, most of them are in production at different stages of production. And now, unless we ship them before the 27th of August, they might be subject to this additional 25% tariff. And obviously, our buyers are not going to pay for it. So where does this money come from? It obviously comes from our pocket. So we will have to, depending on the buyer and the that relationship you enjoy with the buyer buyer may ask anything from 20 to 30% discount on these goods.
All right, Mr. Bhansali, to you, my question is, do you think this 50% tariff is realistic? Do you think there will be some change?
Absolutely, we are hoping for the best. 50%. My sector is to work with 50%. In my opening remark, I said 25% is also difficult. 50% is absolutely impossible to do any trade with US. Absolutely impossible.
All right, that's very strong words. Impossible to do trade with US with 50% tariff. But Mr. Bhansali, you would have been having some kind of engagement with government till now. What was the sense you're getting?
So we were hoping that this tariff will be somewhere around about 15 to 20%. We were in discussing with four key player in this sector. One is miners, second is manufacturer, third is exporter, and fourth is buyer. So we were hoping that if 15% tariff will be imposed, we all four players were ready to take it 3 to 4%. But now 50%, there is no point of discussing right now.
Yeah, that's right, and we don't know what will be the final assessment because the team from US is yet to arrive in India, and of course the negotiations are continuing. But on the platform, of course, Mr. Trump has already announced that 25% additional penalty will be there on India. Mr. Sekhri, I want to understand from you, how do you prepare now? Because now 50% tariffs have been announced. You have said that price needs to be borne by the industry as of now, because of course the buyer will not do. Do you think the destination shifting will also happen in near term if this tariff actually persists?
Well, see, it cannot happen in the near term because there is a process. If one is to go to another country or another retailer, the retailer has a process of onboarding a vendor. And this process takes anything from 12 to 24 months, depending on the retailer. So there is no short-term, I would say, no short-term route now to enter a new territory and a new buyer. Now, but see, what we are definitely looking toward the government is that as long as this 20, we had already, when the 25% was announced, first 25%, we had, like Mr. Kirat said, that we had discussed with various buyers and we had come to some kind of a solution, some kind of a resolution of the issue, and that we thought we'll share it amongst ourselves. And then all of a sudden we had got this another 20, we were hit with this 25% tsunami, which of course nobody is prepared for, and neither are we able to do it. No matter what the government does, we agree that the government, cannot shell out so much revenue or so much fiscal benefit to the industry for it to cover the 50%. But our industry will not survive this 50%. And our exports to the US in apparel is about $5.2 billion, and we see in the next 4 months we see a hit of almost $2.5 to $3 billion.
All right, so a hit of more than $2 billion is anticipated if this 50% tariffs persist. I want to understand from you, Mr. Bhansali. Of course, Mr. Sudhir was saying that government cannot do much. What is your view? What can be done by government here? Because the expectation, of course, will be there from our government.
We are expecting immediate relief for my workforce. So 30% of my total basket export is in US. Immediately effect will be on my workforce. That is about 150,000 workers will be jobless. From Surat, from SIP Sanderi, Mumbai, and Jambus, Jaipur. So immediately my demand with government, our demand with government is to give some kind of package for the workers. So we are in talks with finance minister, we are in talks with industry minister, we are also talking with Rajasthan, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra CM. We have asked for the time. I'm hopeful to get time with Gujarat CM first because large number of my manufacturing happening in Gujarat. So Monday or Tuesday we are meeting Gujarat CM, what kind of relief they are offering. That all depends on followed by Maharashtra CM, followed by Uttar Pradesh CM and followed by Rajasthan CM.
All right, so series of meetings being planned, Mr. Bhansali, detailing those. Mr. Sekhri, I want to get a final word from you. What can we do now?
When you say we means what? We means what? You mean the trade?
We means
the industry,
we means including government.
Well, see, I think, like I said, the government obviously cannot come out with a direct fiscal benefit for the industry. So what we need to do is somehow get rid of this 25% additional, because unless that happens, we are not going to move forward. And I think none of the councils here, whether it's jumbo jewelry or carpets or textiles or apparel, nobody can live with this 50%. And factories will shut down.
All right, that's the final word coming in from our expert. Of course, 50% tariffs is unsustainable, but yes, negotiations are underway and one can always hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. With this, it's time to say goodbye to these gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining.